Jordan Brand has done a lot of things in the past that I don't normally agree with, but charging us $1,000 for our next pair of Jordans is absolutely insane. So we're gonna actually talk about that right now. It was crazy because this actually got sent to me this morning, and I was like, "Yo," I was like, "That can't be right." So we're gonna get straight into it, man. It's the Air Jordan 1. It's actually a pack. Um, Yeah, so the Air Jordan 1 wings. If you're not really familiar with the wings, it's kind of I know you've seen like the picture with Michael Jordan and he has like his arms extended out. So anytime like wings, that's referencing to that. And he's had a couple of wing type of Jordans. I know the latest one was the Wing 10s. Nobody really liked those. It was kind of a Chicago exclusive kind of for All-Star Weekend. But yeah, they didn't really do so good. But now his new ones are costing $975. Some people were saying that it was a pack and that's why it was costing so much, but I think that they're being sold individually for this price. But we can go ahead and see. So it says Jordan Brand is by no means a luxury fashion label. However, we've seen the brand charge consumers prices adjacent to brands like Louis Vuitton. Aside from their collaborations with Dior, inline releases like the Pinnacle series retail at $400, a significant price increase from the lower $200 range that most Jordans retail for. Yeah, I mean the Pinnacles, I like those, but I mean they rarely come out, and I think those are targeted for like real sneakerheads. I know like when I was a kid and like I really started getting into Jordans, like you would look up like you just look up Jordans, and then when you find like the Pinnacles, well, at least for me, I thought the Pinnacles was like the craziest thing ever, and I feel like I could have justified the $400. But I also was a kid, so I don't know, because $400 retail for anything except like designer collab is insane. However, spring 2024 will have 5 Air Jordan 1s released, which could be a part of Jordan Brand's wing collection, 2 Air Jordan 1 high 85s, and 3 Air Jordan 1 low 85s. So again, it's not going to be anything special. It's just going to be like the original cut of the original Air Jordan 1s. The original pricing for the high top was 1,500 and 1,300 for the lows. That's like I don't even know why they would do that. They're not numbered. And mind you, this is retail, so this is what the store is selling it for. So resale could be 2, 3 times this. So I don't understand. I don't know why. Like, what made them think these numbers are okay? Jordan Brand has made a drastic move by drastically slashing the prices down to $975 and $875 respectively. The massive upcharge is due to ultra premium materials. I feel like you can just throw that phrase into anything and just say it. Just premium materials. Like I've seen that on so many different shoes, and like the materials aren't like crazy. They're usually like they'll say like, oh, it's like Italian leather, like it's made in Italy or something, and they just charge it super high, bro. Like they always do that, and most of the times it's not like that. Special packaging and more. With the first look at the Air Jordan 1, okay, we can see the pairs are made in Italy. What did I just say? What did I literally just say? And the entire upper comprises Italian leather, bro. I'm telling you, bro, like Jordan, it's a cycle. It's just like a money greedy cycle, bro. Like we see it, but now we're like, at least for me, I'm the new generation, and there's another generation coming like right behind me, and it's like, bro, they can just continue to do this whole cycle of just money, like a money grab. Like they know that they're gonna get some people because some people aren't used to this. You know what I mean? Like some people haven't had the chance to buy a Pinnacle Jordan. I don't even remember the last time a Pinnacle Jordans even came out. I think the last one was the Pinnacle Sixes, um, but that was like has to be like 2015, something like that, or I'd say 2016, 2016. Um, in addition to the footwear price updates, Soul Retriever can confirm that a massive collection of apparel and accessories will be released to coincide with the sneakers included are items ranging from tops and bottoms to duffels scarves, and card holders. I want to see what the card holder looks like. Prices range from $220 to $2,500. What possibly could be $2,500? Probably some jacket. The Jordan Wings collection is set to take Jordan Brand to luxury space alongside brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, and more. So are they trying to make the Wings collection like a luxury side of Jordan? If so, that I guess it makes more sense for the prices to be that high. However, do they have pictures? I mean, okay, so these are actual, like this one right here is an actual in-hand picture, and so is this one. But like, if I'm looking at it right now, this looks like a regular Jordan 1 low with like a vintage cut and a vintage midsole. So it doesn't really make sense, because I feel like if you want to do that, and that's fine, it just has to be executed correctly. And I feel like, because the thing with Jordan and why they can't, like, just by releasing this, right? So for example, say Louis Vuitton releases something like this, right? They're kind of already known, like designer in general is already known for being like, for the most part, lackluster in design and like really basic. However, it just has that name attached to it, and so people buy it for the name. However, Jordan Brand has already established its name. Jordan Brand is a like semi-affordable brand that most people could buy comfortably. So when you make something like this, why would I buy this for what, $1,300 for the low top, when there's literally an almost exact version of this already made for about $160? It doesn't really make sense. And then there's no real like indicator, like if I'm walking down the street, someone's like, yo, like, he got the Wings collection, bro. Like, there's no distinct difference in the, like, from this picture alone, there's no distinct material difference. There's no logo, there's no branding. So it's just a regular Jordan 1 low. So they would have to do something better, like just giving us a vintage shoe, a retro shoe, isn't gonna cut it and justify these price points. Because again, the regular toe box, regular midsole, regular Nike swoosh, there's nothing different for it to be, outside that it was made in Italy. Like, these are regular shoes. Yeah, I don't. So if they're going with that route, I'm okay with it as long as it's executed right. Because it just, if it's not for you, it doesn't affect anything else. That, you know what I mean? So it's like, it would be different if he tried to like implement this into like the everyday type of collection. So like our weekly Jordan drops, if he were to try to like incorporate this into that, or start changing it, or upscaling the price on certain things, then we will have an issue. But if this is just its separate own thing, okay, that class of people can go ahead and rock with the Wings collection if they want, and they can spend, you know what I'm saying, that amount of money. Or, you know, if you want to ball out or something, oh well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and splurge on the Wings collection version. But if it's nothing too different than a regular Jordan, then I don't see why, like, there's no incentive. And I don't know. And like, from it, there's nothing said about it being numbered. Obviously it's probably gonna be limited, but limited doesn't always make demand. Like, that's a high retail, so even for resellers, no one's gonna want to buy a $1,500 Air Jordan 1 when it has really no significance to it. And so here are the prices for other stuff. A button-down shirt is $590, a tee is $320, a hoodie is $590. Track pants are $720. Diamond shorts, $2,300. Varsity jacket, $2,500. How much is that key holder? They don't have it on here? Or oh no, it's $220. So the car holder is the cheapest thing. A ring, Jordan Wings 2 ring, $1,000. Do they have pictures? Okay, these are all the shoes. And again, like, these aren't even like cool colorways. Like, these are just the most generic thing ever. Yeah, the prices are insane. I don't think people would support this. Honestly, there's no real incentive to. Most people don't even know the Wings collection, like, in general. Like, people don't even know, like, Wing shoes. So yeah, it just has no significance. I don't think people will really be, like, drawn into this. There's, like with designer, there's an incentive to buy. Technically, there's an incentive to buy because people know, basically it's a status symbol. This isn't really a status symbol. Like, at the end of the day, you're still wearing Jordans. So, you know, but it's different. Like, if you had, like, Jordan Off-White, like, people can distinctively point out, yeah, them Air Jordan 1s, but he got that zip tie on it. So, yeah, he got them Off-White Johns. Like, oh, yeah, them expensive. But this has nothing. Like, there's no branding or anything, man. So, I'm not a fan. I'm a pass. I think Jordan's just being greedy, honestly. And I don't know. It's not going to be his downfall because he can get away with it. But let me know what y'all thoughts are. Are you going to be spending $975 on the Wings collection? Or do you like anything from this collection? Let me know. Let me know what you think about the prices. And with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.